Good morning, good evening, good afternoon from whichever part of the world you're from. This is Kavita Ramchand from Life Success Coaching in Mauritius. All right, so I'm reading to you the book You Were Born Rich by Bob Proctor. Amazing book, phenomenal knowledge. And the book link is there under this video, so feel free to download it and read it for yourself because it could change your life. And Bob Proctor is the mentor who has actually helped me transform my life. And I'm forever grateful for this person and also Sandy Gallagher, his partner. So let me share with you we are on chapter 10. We are almost about to finish this book. And this law that I'm talking about on chapter 10, the vacuum law of prosperity, is an amazing law because I know for a fact that it is something that is so true that if you don't make space for the new, there's nothing that is going to manifest in our life, in your life or my life. We have to make space because nature abhors a vacuum. You cannot have one and expect the other at the same time. For example, if a person is always thinking that I don't have money, for example, then where will he get money from? He's not making space for the money to come because he keeps talking about what he doesn't want. Instead of that, he should be saying what he would want and think as if he already has it because that's the law of the vacuum law. Because you cannot hold on to that idea and this idea at the same time. One will stay, the other one has to go. Isn't that a phenomenal concept? Something that can actually change a person's life? Okay, so let me continue. Before I continue, I want to tell you that I am launching a private Facebook group, which is going to be very exclusive to people who really are interested in this teachings. Okay, because I really want people who are committed not only to learn and hear these teachings, but also to implement them in their lives. Because it's like a satsang, like if you're from the Hindu culture or any culture, in your religious places, you go, you pray. But then when you come out back in the world, where has all the faith gone somehow? You face your reality, the things you have to do. And somehow in that moment, you don't recall that God is with you, that you have the power within, everything goes. Because we left God as if in the temple or in the wherever we go to pray. So I want you to understand that this is holistic. You are not separate from your spiritual self. You're not separate from your physical, from your mental, from your intellectual. You're one. So if you want to make things happen, you want to think as that whole entity, you know? And your life can change like night and day if you just bring yourself in alignment with who you truly are. Phenomenal concept. Okay, so here he says this law applies not only to our physical world but also to our mental domain. So understand that whenever we wish to entertain new ideas, we must be willing to let go of or to challenge some of our old ones. How can we let the new come in if the old is still hanging there? It won't happen. Unfortunately, there is a very large segment of the population which has an exceedingly difficult, give me a minute, time achieving this end. Because of this, these troubled individuals often entertain opposing and contradictory ideas at one end and the same time. Means we are holding contradictory ideas and it's nothing is going to work because it's like you have a struggle inside. Actually, the struggle is not outside anywhere, the struggle is within. They live their entire lives in a state of oscillation, I think. Thinking, do it, don't do it, do it, don't do it. This mental state is commonly referred to as indecision, and it leads to considerable mental anguish and confusion. Be aware that indecision or confusion can be one of the greatest, if not the greatest, cause of people being held back from accomplishing great things in their lives. Isn't that amazing? And we just want to understand that. We just need to make a decision, And I know this very well because I was there. I was there. I wanted something so badly, and I was just procrastinating because I said, I just couldn't go for it, you know. I had to invest in this mentorship by Bob Proctor, which cost like $5,000. And I saw $5,000 are so big in my head. Nothing is big, nothing is small. That's another law. We can talk about that some other time. It's our thinking that makes it so. I saw $5,000 as huge. And not only did I see it as huge, I was like upset. Like, how can somebody help charging so much? I need help and he's charging so much, you know? Because in my mind, I was really unwilling to let go of the idea that helping means you should not charge for helping people. It should be free. But free doesn't work. Free really doesn't work. When people pay, they pay attention. I know I would not have had the results if I had not invested in my own coaching because I had all the knowledge, big time knowledge, but my results and what I knew did not match. And I just didn't know why. There was a gap. There was a knowing, doing gap because your results come from your doing. So, what was I entertaining that was not giving me the results? Why was I not taking the necessary actions based on the knowledge I already had? I was not. And I didn't know even why I was not. So I had to literally find out what was holding me back. Because I couldn't see it in myself. And when I did, I was like on fire to teach this to the world. And I think the fact that you're listening to this now is something that you can be very thankful for because this knowledge comes down from, it's not mine, it comes down from Andrew Carnegie. This was a man who had so much money. He made so much money in his life that he used the extra money to help humanity. And that's why I feel everybody should make a lot of money because you want to be of great service. And the more money you have, the more service you can provide. He could provide great service because he had more than enough for his family and everyone. He had more than enough. Does he do with that? He serves. He helps others. That's what money is meant for. So I had to let go of all those ideas I had about money doesn't make people happy, money this, money that, to let the new idea take root. And when I did, I saw my reality start to change. So you want to really study this chapter. It's something that can make a big difference in your life. So here he asks, why we hold on to the old? Why is it that we hold on so strongly to old ideas or to old things? I have no doubt that you will agree this is an intriguing question. In fact, it is so intriguing that if you were to ask 1,000 different people the same question, you would probably obtain enough answers to fill a book. Unfortunately, however, almost all of the answers which you would receive would be dealing with the secondary causes and not the primary one of this horrendous problem. It is a big problem because people can go through life carrying this indecisive attitude, you know. Okay, sorry, let me just move on. But if you were to go directly to the primary cause of the problem, you would soon discover that although it lies deep within each individual, it is virtually the same for everyone. Let me not hold you in suspense any longer. The answer to the question would be as follows. We hold on to old ideas and old things because we lack faith in our ability to obtain new ideas and new things. This, of course, leads to a condition of insecurity. which stems at its root from an inability to understand who and what you are, and a lack of awareness of your true relationship with the infinite power will always leave you with a distorted image of yourself. I think this is so beautiful. We want to know who we are. You, every one of us, we all have infinite potential. Infinite. Can you imagine how much that is? Infinite power. But if we do not connect with that infinite power, we will not feel that power. We will not feel powerful. We will go through life like a victim of our circumstances. When we have the power, the infinite power with us that can help us create the life we want. Why go through life not understanding that, not willing to accept that? Because human beings are the crown of creation. We are the highest form. We've been given a mind that can take us to the heights of success, but can also take us to the dumps of whatever. You don't want to know where that takes you. You want to go to the successful life, to the prosperous life, because it's your birthright. You've been given that mind as a gift. How are you using it? That is your choice. And if you learn how to use it effectively, productively, but the first, it starts with knowing who you truly are. And you have to recognize that power within yourself first. And you won't know it until you don't start to study who you are. That's where I come in as a coach. I help people understand who they truly are. Therefore, you must reach the point where you realize that your true self knows no limits, that in truth you are quite capable of having, doing, or being virtually anything you desire to be. But when individuals fail to appreciate this basic truth, when they're honestly convinced that their supply is limited and that their real security lies in money or things, they will be afraid to try anything new. Indeed, it takes no great wisdom to understand that they will want to hold on to what they already have, and then they will try to accumulate even more of the same. See, this is where most of humanity is going against the law. These laws are immutable. You cannot change them. They were not made by us. They were made, like how Bob calls it, the laws are the modus operandi of the omnipotent God. He created these laws, that infinite power. We all know that there's somebody out there we call God, right? So God operates by laws. And all we need to learn is to be true to ourselves, study who we are, understand who we are, and understand how these laws are working in our life. If we choose to work in harmony with the laws, we will create a fantastic life. But if we go against the laws, we will have that kind of life. If we don't understand that there's that power with us at all times, how are we going to feel? We're not going to feel powerful. Then how are we going to even believe that we can create our world? Isn't it? So you want to find out who you truly are, and for that you want to study yourself. So if you are interested to join me in my private Facebook group, please let me know so I can send you more details. Thank you for being here, and I will see you on Thursday. Bye bye.